Alright, hold on, bear with me. I'm gonna redo this. Hold up. Probably ain't got no sound either way. Mic check, mic check. I don't know why, but for some reason I can't hear nothing. So give me 1 second. I'm gonna run the um, I'm gonna run the intro again. Hold up. Bass. Why does the room feel but remain closed in? I'm alone anyway. Why leave this place? The virus is something you can't shake. It might make it harder to compute. Deciphering all the ones at stake. So I won't fall if I jump rules. Desire it, want it, we love fake. You lie, my offer the blunt truth. I died and my armor was unscathed. So science should call me the 1-2. On a mission with no plan. Just a pistol in both hands. I'm fixing the program. And we use it reload till the whole system broke down. Alright, hold on. Give me a minute. I'm going to set my headphones up again. Just listen to the intro again. I'm going to try to loop it through so you guys hear it a few times. While I try to work on my audio. Because I know you guys can hear me. I can't hear you. I can't hear like the music or nothing. So give me a second. I don't know what the fuck happened. Bass. Why does the room feel but remain closed in? I'm alone anyway. Why leave this place? The virus is something you can't shake. It might make it harder to compute. Deciphering all the ones at stake. So I won't fall if I jump rules. Desire it, want it, we love fake. You lie, my offer the blunt truth. I died and my armor was unscathed. So science should call me the 1-2. On a mission with no plan. Just a pistol in both hands. I'm fixing the program. And we use it reload till the whole system broke down. God dang it. What the heck did I do, bro? So annoying. I knew I should have tested my shit before I came live. Hold up. It should be working, bro. Hold on. It's annoying as fuck. Now I can't hear anything. But you guys can hear me, right? What up, what up, what up? Give me a second. I'm trying to figure out my audio. What the fuck's going on with it? To where I can't hear nothing in my headphones. I don't know what the fuck.
Testing the speakers on.
Yeah, so I guess I'm just gonna listen to it. I'll like mute my microphone because I can't get my headphones to connect for some reason. But anyway, welcome back to the podcast, Straight from the Hip, episode 9. Somalian fraud? Somalis creating fraud, doing fraudulent shit. And we're back. We're back for episode 9. Okay, it's been a couple weeks. All right, Christmas, all that stuff going on. Yeah, so we're back. We're back with another episode. We're back with something that
I feel it's pretty important. It's been a big story that's blown up all over the internet. The fraud and the Somalian daycares over the last couple of days. It was exposed by an independent journalist named Nick Shirley. Nick Shirley does some good work. I do believe he covered the Haitian fraud in Springfield, Ohio. He's done a lot of other good stuff too, but that's the one I mainly know him for. But he is let's put it this way, he's a really good independent journalist. We're going to watch some of his videos today. I'm going to give my perspective, my opinion on the whole situation with Minnesota, the fraud that I believe is being committed. Also, there's also fraud from Somalians being exposed in Columbus, Ohio. That is just uncovering some of that stuff. I think they've known about it for years, but nobody's willing to do anything. Nobody's willing to put these politicians and state officials and everybody that's running these organizations on blast. And that's what they're going to do over here. I think over in the next couple weeks, you're going to see a lot of that fraud exposed in Columbus, Ohio. So that's going to be coming here soon. I think there was one journalist today I was reading today. There was a guy in Columbus, Ohio already on the ground getting some of that information, which I think is awesome. I think we need more independent journalists to hit the streets and go to these areas where they believe there's massive fraud. Okay, and we're gonna dive into that a little bit. But if you're looking at all of this information and you're thinking, man, what does this even matter, or what does this even mean? What are they gonna do about it? First, the issue has to be exposed. Okay. And in my opinion, Trump is on the hot seat. Okay, Trump has to do something about what's being exposed in Minnesota. If he doesn't, I think that's a huge issue. I think that's a huge red flag. I think there should be some mass deportations in Minnesota. Some of the government officials, such as Tim Walz, should be held accountable. If these allegations are proven to be true, which I believe they are, I think that they should definitely be charged for committing fraud. We'll see, though. Nobody has been held accountable for shit. Okay, as of now, all the COVID shit they did, the setup on January 6th, the voter fraud in 2020. I mean, nobody's been held accountable for shit. Epstein. Okay, so I don't know, when it comes to holding people accountable and actually following through on something instead of writing a inappropriate tweet or a man, that tweet was crazy, man. You know, like, I can't believe Trump tweeted that. I want to say shit like, I can't believe Trump finally arrested somebody. I can't believe that these people are actually going to be held accountable. Because that's how I feel, man. I think that it's been long overdue that these people should be held accountable. And I think this video that we're about to watch here, in my opinion, should be something that every hardworking American feels. This is how we should feel, in my personal opinion. But before we watch that video, please remember to like this video, share this video, subscribe to the channel, all that good shit. And I see some of my friends in the chat already. HBR coming in with Casey. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Puchek? I don't know. But this is who I'm voting for in Ohio. Okay? Ohio governor. All right? No more Vivek. We can't fuck with Vivek. Vivek is terrible for this country. He's terrible for Ohio. He's going to turn Ohio into the next Silicon Valley and bring in H-1B visas, Indians in to replace, in my opinion, white people's tech jobs, or just tech jobs for regular everyday Americans in general. So that's just my personal opinion. I think that Vivek Ramaswamy, I have a whole different live stream, different video I want to talk about with Vivek. That's coming soon, probably Thursday. If not Thursday, it'll be Friday, since Thursday is New Year's Day. But I'm excited, man. I'm excited for the new year. I'm excited to get this podcast up and rolling. I think I've hit a few hiccups along the way. All right. Nothing's going to be perfect. I've been super busy this week. Yes, I am from Ohio, by the way. So I am from Ohio. I don't even live in Ohio, and I'm pushing Casey. Yeah. Casey, I do want to learn more about him. I've pushed in a little bit to how he feels and some of the policies that he wants to enact. But I haven't done a ton of research on him. Like, I need to dig a little bit deeper. I know that he is America first, Ohio first, and I want to dig a little bit more deeper into what he stands for, what he believes in. But I don't trust Vivek. I'm not voting for that fucking loser anyway. So I just don't like that guy. He stands up on Turning Point USA or TP USA. I think it was AM Fest, and basically shits all over Americans. No pun intended with him being Indian, but it's the truth. He did. He shit all over Americans, and I think this issue and some of the stuff that came out last December with him and Elon, I think that's enough to say, fuck that guy. We're done supporting Vivek. So, yes. But anyway, let's go ahead and pull this video up. This is how you should feel, in my opinion. I seen this clip this morning. This is how you should feel about the fraud going on in Minnesota, and even some of the fraud that's being exposed in Columbus, Ohio. Any immigrant that's coming over here, committing fraud, whether illegal or rather legally or illegally. Obviously, if you're an illegal immigrant, you should be deported from this country immediately. But if you're coming over here and you're here even legally and you're committing this fraud, you should be kicked out of this country immediately. But this is how every American should feel. So let's take a look at this video.
We are being lied to. And not only are we being lied to, we're being exploited at the highest degree.
Let me know. Did you guys hear that video? Did you hear it start? So fucking annoying. Can't believe I can't get my audio to work. Let me start the video. Let me know if you guys can hear this.
We are being lied to. And not only are we being lied to, we're being exploited at the highest degree. And then on top of it,
yes, loudly. Okay, I can't hear it, so hold on. I'm trying to fucking figure this out. It's so annoying, dude. I don't know why all of a sudden. Let me see if I can get my headphones to connect. It's going to be hard to talk about videos when I can't hear them. So just give me 1 second. Let me see.
We are being lied to.
Oh, god dang it. Why can't I fucking hear? I get it. Hold up. I got it figured out. I think I might have it figured out.
And not only are we being lied.
Nope, son of a bitch, dude. Why, bro? I don't understand why I can't get it figured out.
We are being lied
It's gotta be one of these.
to. And not only are we being lied to, we're being exploited at the highest degree. And then on top of it, we're being replaced with the dollars that we work our fucking asses off to produce for our families. They are taking those dollars, they are bringing in people that fucking hate us, and then they are paying them to be here. And if that doesn't piss you the fuck off, dude, I don't know what will. Because I'm going to tell you this, dude, I've worked my fucking ass off for damn near 30 motherfucking years trying to create jobs.
Give me 1 second. Oh, one more thing I'm going to do. I don't know what the fuck.
And careers and business.
I think I know what's fucked up.
Build income and wealth.
It's super annoying.
And done all this shit. And
I plugged in new lighting, and I think what it is the lighting is also Bluetooth, I do believe. And I think it's like interfering with shit. So hold up.
these motherfuckers are opening up a...
All right, found it, figured it out. All right, thanks for being patient. We figured it out. It was my new lighting. I have new lighting. It's also Bluetooth enabled. So it was causing me to not be able to hear the stream. So I just unplugged it. All right, anyway, we're back. Now we're going to get this thing rolling. So I didn't want to cancel the stream and then like have to reset it up, all that fucking bullshit. So here we go. We'll go ahead and get rolling here. Let's watch this video. You guys have already watched some of it, but I want to give a little bit of commentary. So here we go.
We are being lied to. And not only are we being lied to, we're being exploited at the highest degree. And then on top of it, we're being replaced with the dollars that we work our fucking asses off to produce for our families. They are taking those dollars, they are bringing in people that fucking hate us, and then they are paying them to be here. And if that doesn't piss you the fuck off, dude, I don't know what will. Because I'm going to tell you this, dude, I've worked my fucking ass off for damn near 30 motherfucking years trying to create jobs and careers and build income and wealth and done all this shit. And these motherfuckers are opening up a daycare and getting 10 million fucking dollars. This is fucking insane, dude. And
with no kids.
If this isn't the breaking point for everybody to stand the fuck up and say enough, then our country is fucking doomed. Period. 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 Okay? Donald Trump needs to feel all the fucking smoke over this. All of it. Okay? He needs to.
I 100% agree with that. Donald Trump needs to feel all the smoke. The time for talking is over, okay? We're done with the fucking talking. We're done with our tax dollars being wasted. We're done with immigrants taking advantage of the U.S. taxpayer, okay? We're tired of them taking advantage of our system in general. The shit is getting ridiculous. It's getting out of hand. It is getting to the point where we're not paying taxes to the government anymore. We're paying taxes to fucking illegal immigrants and immigrants in general. Okay? And I don't want to pay taxes at all. I damn sure don't want my tax money, the hard-earned money that I earn being taxed from my paycheck to go to an illegal immigrant or immigrants in general that are frauding committing fraud against the system. So, yeah, the time for action is now. Donald Trump either has to do something or shut the fuck up about it. Because if you're just going to send out strongly worded tweets or strongly worded letters, then I don't think anything's going to get done. And a lot of people will say, well, man, he's sending ICE agents to Minnesota right now. And it's like, I want to see people get fucking arrested, okay? I'm talking about people that are running the organizations, not just one or two illegal immigrants being taken out and deported. I want to see the whole fucking government go down. If they're involved in it, they got their hand in the cookie jar, they need to be arrested, period. And until they do that, I don't believe a word they fucking say, period. I don't believe a word they say.
Period. Okay?
Period.
Donald Trump needs to feel all the fucking smoke over this. All of it. Okay? He needs to feel all of it over Israel. He needs to understand that he is violating the promises that he has made to the American people. Okay? I've always been a guy that has given that man tons and tons and tons of benefit of the doubt.
Me
but
too.
At this point in time, that shit is fucking over. And every single motherfucker that ever voted for him or stood with him needs to let him fucking know. He needs to let him hear it. Because, dude, I'm telling you right now, if he doesn't do something about this, and he doesn't start arresting motherfuckers, and he doesn't hold people accountable for the Epstein shit, and for this shit, and for all the fraud, and all the raping that's been going on the American taxpayer for fucking decades, he will go down, and not as the best president, he will go down literally as the man who had the opportunity to save this country and chose not to.
Exactly. I mean, he's always talked about...
We are being lied to. And now...
The one thing about Trump, he's always talked about wanting to go down and, leaving a legacy and going down as one of the best presidents in U.S. history, okay? If he wants to do that, people have to go to prison that committed crimes, okay? Whatever those crimes may be. Whether it be wrongly convicting people on January 6th, all the COVID shit that happened, whether it be election fraud, whether it be fraud in general, like in Minnesota, something has to be done. He ran his whole campaign on draining the swamp. Well, if you look at it right now, the swamp is even stronger than what the fuck it was. And as soon as Democrats get power again, it's fucking curtains, okay? All this resistance, all this pushback means little to nothing if there's no policy and real change in this country. It just isn't gonna matter, okay? We can kind of dress it up and play theater for the next 3 years, but the fact of the matter is 2026 is right around the corner. We got midterms coming up in 2026. With the way shit's going right now on the right, I don't see us winning the midterms in 2026. Something has to change. And I think people are getting really sick and tired of the same rhetoric and bullshit and not a whole lot of action or help for everyday Americans. I think we're getting tired of the same old shit. Oh, we're going to drain the swamp. Oh, we're going to take our country back. We're in a golden age. Oh, there's going to be no more new wars. We're going to secure the border. We're going to deport illegal immigrants. Mass deportations. I don't know how many times I've heard mass deportations. I'm done hearing it. Let's see some action behind it. And I don't believe there's been mass deportations. I believe there's been some deportations. But in my opinion, they got to get their numbers up. They got to get their numbers up. I mean, it's just not. It's not a good look. It's just not a good look. All right. I've been a Trump supporter for 10 years. Okay. Voted for him 3 times. This is not the same Trump back in 2015. 2015 Trump, I thought there might be a glimmer of hope to be able to take our country back. Right now, it's like Trump, this new Trump, is all about like Israel and bombing Iran and going to war with Venezuela and, apparently turning a blind eye to fraud. Okay? I mean, I want to see action soon. I'm talking within the next week, something happen. And I'll be surprised if it does. I really don't think it will. But a lot of people that maybe aren't too familiar with this situation are probably wondering, like, well, what kind of fraud did they commit? Is it really that blatant, really that obvious? And I do believe it is. And we're getting ready to watch some of that now. I want to see which video I want to start with first. Okay, so like I said, Nick Shirley was on the ground in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and he exposed some of this fraud. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the video now, and I'm going to quit talking. All the sound issues annoyed me in the beginning of the stream, just to let you know. I'll get back on track here in a second. I got some videos saved of Nick Shirley, so we'll go ahead and pull up this first one I got here.
Absolutely no signage, and we're in the middle of a strip mall here. Now we're being followed by the Somalis. This is another daycare center, absolutely no signage, and there's no footprints in the snow of children playing outside. $5 million within the past
5.9 million in 2 years. 5.9 million they received in 2 years. That facility right there.
And now we have a group of Somalis telling us in our vehicle right now.
From this daycare center, we headed over to the infamous Quality Learning Center, which actually spells Quality Leering Center on the outside of their sign. That's how blatant this fraud is here at this.
How much are they leering in this building? How many people are actually leering something? All right? Come on. You know, if you're going to commit fraud, at least not make it so fucking obvious, okay? Now, this seems like just open, blatant fraud.
Daycare.
Don't open up!
So this is Quality.
And then you got this white... Now, listen close, because you got a white, dumbass fucking liberal out there yelling shit. I can't stand people like this. White women liberals are the reason why we're in this fucking mess. This is why I'm such a strong believer in revoking the 19th Amendment. Okay, you're getting ready to hear it right now.
Leering Center. I meant to say Quality Learning Center.
Don't open
They
up!
said they spelt learning wrong.
Don't open up!
How do you have ice here, ma'am? I'm literally a YouTuber.
Don't open up!
Ma'am, what do you think about the fraud that's taking place here in Minnesota?
Don't open up! We have ice!
And what do you think about this place being licensed for 99 children
Don't open up!
and getting $4 million
Don't
over
open
the
up! It's ice!
$4 million in the last?
Don't open up, it's ice. Like, shut the fuck up. Now, see, I wouldn't have the patience to do this type of stuff. Because I would have done stiff-armed this bitch, okay? Bam! Get the fuck away from me. Quit repeating the same stupid shit, alright? We're not ICE. We're here investigating fraud. And we want to see what the fuck is going on here. We have nothing to do with ICE, okay? It's time for you to go back into your little fucking cave. You cave dwelling bitch. Alright, get the fuck away from me. Alright. Hey, what up, Chatter Zone? Chatter Zone in the chat. Yeah, they've been all over your IG feed. Yeah. Stiff arm for Karen. There you go, bro. There you go. I'd stiff arm the shit out of her.
Last 2 years?
Go away!
What do you think about that? Are you in
Go
favor?
away!
Are you in favor of that?
Go away!
You know where
You're
to
not
go
welcome
away.
here! Shame on you!
Are you in favor of
Shame.
$1.9
Shame
million
on you.
going
It's ice.
illegally,
Don't open up!
fraudulently to this business that has Quality Learning Center but can't even spell learning right on the door?
Don't open up!
Ma'am, we are not ICE.
I don't care who you are, you don't belong here.
I belong.
She finally breaks character. She's like, I don't care who you are. You don't belong here. And it's like, yeah, this is our fucking country. We belong here, all right? First Amendment rights. You're allowed to fucking do all the shit that they're doing right now.
Belong here just like you belong here.
Don't open up! It's ice!
You do realize that there's supposed to be 99 children in here at this building, but there's no one here. This is a child daycare
Minnesota
center.
says 99 children. Paid $1.9 million this year in CCAP funding. Do you know where the children are? Were they kidnapped? They run away? Where are the
Oh,
children? This is state of Minnesota. Right here.
And who are you?
My name's Nick Shirley, ma'am.
And who are you with?
Nick Shirley. Nick Shirley.
I think that's funny. They had several people ask him, like, who are you? Who do you work for? Or he's like, my name's Nick Shirley. And they're like, who do you work for? And he's like, Nick Shirley. I'm a YouTuber. I do YouTube videos. And it's true. He's not funded by anybody, okay? All right, this dude is independent as an independent comes, all right? He's all over the fucking country doing great work, in my opinion.
Purely on YouTube.
Yeah, so who are you with here?
Oh, he's just been doing some research investigating the fraud that's taking place here in Minnesota.
Yeah, I'm with Nick Shirley.
This lady, she's calling us ICE. We're just trying to put law and order back in the streets of the United States. Get rid of all the fraud.
Now we're being followed by the Somalis. This is another daycare center, absolutely no signage, and there's no footprints in the snow of children playing outside. $5 million within the past
5.9
two.
million in 2 years.
I think it's the
5.9
same
million they
bit. Hold
received
on.
in 2 years. That facility right there.
And now we have a group of Somalis telling us in our vehicle right now.
From this daycare center, we headed over to the
Yeah.
We're in the middle of a strip mall here.
Here we go.
Inside of this neighborhood.
My bad. This is Instagram, so it takes me a minute. I gotta go to the next video. So they start confronting some of these people because these people are like standing outside or standing inside the building, and they start confronting these people, and then these people start like getting violent. Not violent, but they start getting aggressive. Very aggressive.
In fiscal year 2025, this facility, which has its license for 74 kids, was paid $1.26 million in tax money. And there are no kids, and all the facilities are the same way, all of them.
Let's see if anyone opens.
Yeah, let's see.
Once again, I try to find a spot for my son Joey, and they would not open the door.
I want to put my son Joey in daycare. Cuz I need a spot to put my son Joey.
Yes.
Is this your daycare center?
No, it's not work there. What's happened?
I just want to put a child in daycare, but all the daycare centers seem to be closed.
All of them seem to be closed, and nobody's interested in taking his son Joey into daycare. It's because these fucking daycares don't exist. They're getting, I think, what they say, 1.5 something million dollars for this one. 1.26. $1.26 million just this year alone for this daycare center that's not taking people. That's not taking kids. Okay, that's just fucking crazy. And you can tell I've been off and I haven't done this for a while because I cannot fucking talk today. But anyway, we're going to get through it. So $1.26 million given to this place, and they don't have any kids in there. Who's getting this money? Who's using this money? Yeah, this is just crazy.
No one's opening the doors.
You work here?
I was, yeah. What's happened?
Where are the kids?
So first off, he doesn't work there. He says no. Then all of a sudden he's like, yeah, I do work here. And they're like, well, where's the kids? He's like, huh? Huh? Yeah, bro. Ain't good.
It says it's licensed for 74 children. Right here, state of Minnesota. Where are the kids? They got paid $1.26 million in fiscal year 2025. It says they have a capacity for 74 children.
When?
Where are the kids? Right here. State of Minnesota website. You work here and you don't know?
I don't know. I was there before. I don't know what's going on.
Were there any kids when you worked here?
He's there. Kids there. What's
How
happened?
many?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Yeah.
Were there kids there? Yeah. He's like, oh, how many? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, motherfucker. Somebody lying. They're lying. Yeah, I got that video in here, Great White Wolf, the one about them going to the medical centers, the home health care centers and shit. Yeah, we're going to watch that one too. That's a whole nother story. I mean, it's a part of this live stream, obviously. But yeah, the home health care services that they supposedly provide and get funding for. And yeah, that's just fucking crazy. It's crazy. Somebody should be held accountable. Somebody should go to prison for this. But, it's a big fucking club. And guess what? You and me, we just ain't in that motherfucker. All right? If we was brown or illegal or an immigrant, we would be able to get $1.26 million, okay? I'm going to open up a fucking daycare tomorrow, okay? I want to get a daycare. Okay, better yet, I'll open a home health care place, okay? And we'll do health care. All right, I'll just say I do health care. I'll get an LLC. I'll put a fucking sign on the window. And we'll just, me and a couple of my buddies, man, we do home health care and shit. Now give me fucking $2 million. I wouldn't do it because I'm not the right color. And that's just the truth of the matter. You can say, oh man, that's racist or whatever. Dude, you see it time and time again. Illegal immigrants and immigrants in general are getting a hand up while we're getting fucking punched down. Period. I mean, it's very obvious. Anyway, back to this fraudulent daycare center here.
You worked here. Okay, well, then you're not of any help.
Can I put my son in a daycare here?
No, I don't know.
Can I speak to someone?
No, I don't know.
No? Yeah, I would like to see if I can put my son Joey here.
Who's your son, Joey?
My son Joey. Can I check out daycare center?
No!
Do you put your kid here in this daycare?
No.
There is one child in there. Yeah, I'd like to know if this is a legit business.
Me, I'm scared of you too. How come I explain you everything?
You're scared of me?
Yeah.
Why?
Because of your curry.
Because I'm like,
Oh, they're scared of his color. Ain't that some racist shit right there, boy? They said, oh man, we scared of your color. Like, fuck you, I'm scared of your color. Alright, I'm scared of your fucking actions. I'm scared that you're gonna rob this fucking country blind. Bitch, are there any kids in there or not? That's what I want to know.
my color. You said you're scared of me because of my color. Does that make you a racist?
Yeah, no.
But
No.
you said you're scared of me because of my color.
I'm not saying you're racist.
You said you're.
Oh, as soon as you call them racist, they're like, no, wait a minute. I wasn't calling you racist. Nah, hold on. I was calling you racist because of what you just said. No. It's like, dude, they act like they don't understand and they act like they don't know what the fuck is going on. They are not stupid. All right? Well, they might be stupid, but they know what the fuck they're doing.
You're scared of me because of my color. That makes you a racist. So right now, they're all getting mad because he's shown the paperwork of this business being registered as a business. 74 children, no children. We saw one child when the lady opened up the door. But now they're all getting mad.
What was this money spent on? 1.26 million. What was that money spent on? There aren't any kids.
Ask the owner and the kids.
Well, then why are you talking for the owner if you're telling me to talk to the owner?
I'm sorry. I'm not understand what you're talking about.
Do you have a child here?
No.
Does anybody?
No.
Where are the 74 kids? Did you lose them? Did you lose these kids? Do I need to call someone? Do I need to issue an Amber Alert for missing children? Are these children missing? It's not my business that children are missing. 74 infants and toddlers, preschool.
The proof's right there. There's no children anywhere.
It's from the state of Minnesota right here.
We're in the middle of a strip mall.
Alright, so they're saying there's no children in here. Alright, there's no children in there. Alright, they're showing up in the middle of the fucking day. They're getting combative. They're getting argumentative. They're getting seemingly frustrated with anybody that even asks questions. That's the problem, okay? You even show up and even ask questions, they get combative. They get argumentative. They get pissed off. All of a sudden, you're a racist. And then they say shit like, well, we're scared of you because of your color. And it's like, hold on, wait a minute. Why are you scared of me just because I'm trying to find out if this is a legit business and if you guys are trying to scam the American taxpayer? Like, why the fuck are you getting offended at that? But it continues on, and we got a couple more videos we're going to watch. I do want to get to the one. There was a few in here that I wanted to get to. Let's see what the next one is. I'll pull it up real quick. Hold up. See what the next one is.
Right here, you have a list of all of.
All right, so this is inside a Minnesota building with 14 Somali-ran healthcare companies. This one's pretty fucking interesting. So now they've switched gears to healthcare, and I think I do have a few more when it comes to the daycare centers, but I thought this one was really interesting. I added it to it. Yeah, it's not fucking good. There's some huge amounts of fraud being done in Minnesota, okay? And it makes you wonder if Minneapolis, Minnesota is having this much problem with fraud. Are these other big cities also experiencing the same issues? Let's go do this in New York City. or Philadelphia or fucking Chicago. Let's go do this type of stuff in all these other areas and see what the fuck is really going on. Hell, go to Cincinnati, go to Columbus, go to Cleveland. Let's see if all of these places in Ohio are doing this type of stuff. Because I've thought about doing this type of work, but I don't know if I have the temperament for it. I don't know if I could be around 15, 20 people yelling at me without me going the fuck off. But yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't know. This video, I'm like, damn, dude, this is wild. But let's get in here to the home healthcare or the healthcare companies, not home healthcare. Columbus, Ohio has a home healthcare issue, and sometimes I kind of run that together. This is just healthcare companies in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Of the healthcare companies, loads of them right here. We want healthcare.
No, it's okay.
Yes, we'd like to speak about getting healthcare here.
No.
Why can't I get healthcare here?
No, wait.
Warning, you are under video surveillance. No trespassing, security, armed. This is the strangest place I've ever been to get healthcare.
It's because the companies don't exist. They don't know. They're just fraudulent companies put on the fucking door of little office buildings. You ain't supposed to go in there and start asking questions, dude.
A bunch of different places. Healthcare here, healthcare right here. Another healthcare company right here. There are 3 healthcare companies inside of this building right here in this room of 7C. Now we have another Helping Hands Home Care LLC, another healthcare company. Present Help right here. We're looking for the best rates of healthcare here inside this building because we have so many options. Who can we talk about getting the best healthcare?
I don't know.
No?
Sorry.
All right.
I don't know. You're a healthcare provider. Somebody's coming in wanting to get healthcare. Okay? They're wanting to purchase healthcare, but you don't know how? You don't know how to help them? You can't point them to a person that can help them? Which is fucking wild in itself. Wild.
We will not get any healthcare here. David, this is one of the stranger places I've ever been. Literally, healthcare every door you go to, yet nobody will give you a rate. How much money do you think's been funneled through this building?
Every year, I would say 50 to 60 million at least.
And finally, we were accepted into one of the
50 to 60 million in that building alone. And to 14 different companies. 14 different companies that don't seem to exist. Well, I think maybe 1 out of 14. This one seems like it might be legit. So let's see what they got to say here.
daycare centers, and they actually took down information.
Oh, it's a daycare center. My bad.
To give us a rate. However, when we left, we were then met with the police.
We received a complaint that gentlemen matching your description were in this building harassing the individuals who stay here.
Oh, we're checking out the rate.
Now, you got to remember where they're at. All right, they're in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Okay? This is where the whole George Floyd situation happened. All right? There were a lot of Minnesota cops that resigned after that shit happened. All right? So now a bunch of the police officers have resigned. They have these other police officers, these DEI officers, the ones that are going to side with the Minneapolis, Minnesota government. All right, so now they're going to come in. They're going to escort them out the building. And I'm telling you, bro, this is what the police, I'll say this, the police are no longer your fucking friends. For a very short period of time in like 2018, 2019, I was back the blue. Okay, we should back the blue. We should support our police officers, this and that. But it seems like every video I fucking watch, it's a police officer scolding or escorting out a right-wing influencer or an independent journalist, and they're just going to fucking shit all over them, okay? They don't ever stick up for the American people. They're running cover for illegal immigrants. They're giving like people in the city heads up that ICE is coming. Like this type of shit, which they were doing in Columbus, Ohio. They had police officers and the mayor of Columbus, Ohio that were giving heads up to illegal immigrants. Okay? That's a fucking felony. Okay? You shouldn't be allowed to do that. But we just let everybody get away with it. If you break the law in the United States and you're not white, you should be alright. You should be alright. But if you're white, you're fucked. You're fucked. That's just my personal opinion. But anyway, let's watch what these dickweed cops do here.
Rates for healthcare. Because there's 14 healthcare companies inside this building, so.
Okay.
Well, that's not what he said. He said there's 14 companies here. And he's trying to assume because they're Somali providers, everyone here is fraudulent.
Okay.
So
He's here with some kind of like propaganda.
No, we're just checking.
No, this is.
He's here with propaganda. He's here with propaganda. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? The dude is here trying to find out if these companies actually exist. Doing independent journalism. Like, what the fuck are we talking about here? Like, he's here running a propaganda campaign. It's weird, bro. Like, I don't know. They can say pretty much whatever they want, and the cops are going to agree with them.
This is a area that we're allowed to enforce trespassing ordinance. Is there any other reason that you guys are here?
Well, we were checking rates.
No, he's not.
We were checking rates. We asked for rates.
No, you're not.
Okay. I'm gonna have, if you guys are all good, we're gonna step outside and we can continue this conversation.
All right, let's leave. So, all right, we're getting escorted out right now. The police have arrived. We were checking out the rates, seeing what was happening inside this building. No one would really speak with us. We did go inside the one daycare center, and she actually did give us rates for childcare. Much respect to that lady. What's the problem, officer?
Well, so again, we've been getting reports from multiple individuals that you guys were harassing individuals who work here. At the end of the day, this is private property, and it's one that people are allowed to ask you to leave, and it's also one the Minneapolis Police Department is allowed to enforce trespassing ordinance at this address.
Right here, you have a list of all of.
Gotta get them for trespassing. You know, you can't be trespassing trying to figure out what the fuck is really going on in these Somalian ran buildings that are getting $60 million a year. 14 different companies getting $60 million a year of your hard-earned tax dollars. All right? Just let that sink in a little bit because that's a load of fucking horse shit. Should never be happening.
Right here, we have 2 child daycare centers.
All right, so this is another one about the daycare centers. I'm going to go ahead and play that. I got to run and get my other headphones. I'm going to play this full screen real quick. I will be listening. But these headphones are going to die. Finally get them to work, and they're going to fucking die. But anyway. All right, I'll be right back.
We got the Minnesota Child Care Center, and then we also have Nuna. Between the two, 2.66 million. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Why are you recording?
Yes. We would like to know.
Well, it says we're trying to figure out 102 children. Is that for this facility?
What is the name? Do I see the
It's from the state of Minnesota website. It says you have 102 children here in your child care.
Which child care name is a lot of
Minnesota Child Care right here. It's from the state of Minnesota's website. We're just wondering where the children are.
where the children are.
Yeah, where are the children? It says you have 102 children here,
Okay.
and you got $2.66 million this year in funding, and $2.5 million last year. We're just wondering where the kids are.
And who are you?
My name's Nick Shirley.
Nick Shirley.
And where you? Which department?
Oh, we are from ourselves.
Yeah.
Hello, we'd like to ask where the money's going. Look at that. Shut us down. Where are the children at? No children inside of this daycare center. And look, this daycare center right here, no children inside of this daycare center. But between those buildings, over $2.6 million. We were just curious, where are the children at? Here's another daycare center inside the same building.
We don't want you to be videotaping anything.
Where is all the money going for if there's no children at these daycare centers?
Sir,
Yes.
I told you, please leave.
Yes, we have a question though. Where is the children at these daycare centers if there's millions of dollars?
Ask with the local governments, yeah.
We have the paper right here. Come here.
Who are you, first of all?
My name's Nick Shirley.
You don't have any.
All right, can you guys still hear that? I just transferred over to a different set of headphones. Let me make sure everything's good. Yeah, okay. So you guys should still be able to hear me. I can hear it. Okay, let's go.
Any permission to record me. Period.
Can we talk outside?
You don't have permission to record.
She doesn't either have. She doesn't have permission to record me.
You cannot stop people on the street and question them.
We can ask.
You don't have.
Why the fuck can't you? You can't stop people and question them? That's just crazy. I can stop anybody I want and question them. I can come into a building and start asking questions. Doesn't mean I'm in there. It doesn't mean I'm in there and interrogating them or fucking being a nuisance. Coming into a building and just start asking questions. I mean, it seems like you got something to hide there, buddy.
You have any permission?
Where are the children?
I will sue you. You don't have any permission. We have nothing to do with this. You
Okay.
understand?
Then are there
So
children?
leave. Please leave.
Are there children here?
Please leave.
Where are the children? $2.6 million for a daycare center. We just want to know where are the children.
Who you work for?
My name's Nick Shirley.
Who you work for?
I work for myself, Nick Shirley.
Okay, what are you recording?
We're wondering where are the
I work for myself, dumb fuck. I don't know how many times I gotta explain it to you. My name is Nick Shirley. I work for myself.
children? $2.66 million for
You're not talking to
the
the
Minnesota
right person.
Child Care Center.
You're not talking to the right person.
Are there children that come here? Answer
You're
the
not
question.
talking
Are
to
there
the right
children?
person. Leave.
There's no children inside this
You
building.
don't know who you're talking to. Leave.
That's just a simple question. Where are the children at?
And right now in Polymarket, there's only a 4% chance that Tim Walz is charged by March 31st. It's time to hold our politicians accountable, especially when there's blatant fraud.
Right here we have
$2.66 million to this place that doesn't have any children. Doesn't have any children. There's nobody there. Okay, so this money's just going into whoever's fucking pocket. And it's just crazy, man. We let this happen in this country. And it's probably been happening like this for fucking decades. And it's slowly but surely like ramping up and bleeding this country fucking dry. Alright? You wonder why infrastructure isn't getting done in this country. You wonder why our schools are fucking failing. You wonder why the country in general just seems like it's turning into a third world country. Well, it's because you got people like this that are robbing this country blind. And our fucking politicians, as long as those people vote for him, vote for Tim Walz, he does not give a fuck. Okay? Sure. Slowly but surely. Nice catch there, Alex. That's crazy. Yep. So I haven't been really reading the chat. I do more towards the end of the show when I'm doing politics, but I appreciate you guys stopping through and listening and all that shit. We got a few more videos we're going to watch, and we're going to talk a little bit more about it. There was one other video in here I wanted.
So what do you think about this?
I don't think it's this one. Hold on.
here in Minnesota.
Give me 1 second.
Here at Future Leaders Early Learning Center.
There was one in here about, yeah, I think this is it. This one might be it. There was one about autism centers too, because that's another way that they're doing it, is they're, supposedly Minnesota has had a rise in autism. So what they're doing is they're setting up these autism centers and robbing the American taxpayer of all their money and not actually taking care of kids with autism. I mean, that is fucking crazy. Okay, that should be enough to unite every American, whether you're independent, Republican, Democrat. You should see this and go, what the fuck is going on? Like, what are we doing here? Because I think everybody can agree that people with autism or kids with autism, they need extra help, okay? And it's nice to have like a resource in your city that you could take your child to help them get an education and to get some help and make some progress, whatever that looks like for your child. There's all different phases of autism. But when you see situations like this and funding going to facilities like this and they're robbing these fucking people, it should piss everybody off, no matter what your political affiliation is. Okay? But it's just crazy, man. I've already seen a ton of Democrats, ton of lefty content creators come out and defend these videos, saying that Nick Shirley doesn't know what he's talking about and that he's just making stuff up and he's a right-wing propagandist and so on and so forth. Okay? You name it, they've said it. And they've said a lot of shit without being able to prove otherwise. So, let's go ahead and watch this one. This one, I do believe, is about the Autism Center.
This building received over $3 million. Hello, how are you? I would like to see if I could bring little Joey, my son little Joey here. Is there paperwork or can I check out the daycare?
My bad, it's the next video. But this is another daycare. This daycare got $3 million. The autism one's probably the next video.
No. Why can't I check out the daycare?
Nothing's not here.
Okay, but if I can't get paperwork or anything to submit my son little Joey to come in here to daycare? We'd really like to put Joey in this daycare. We've heard great things.
Business card?
No, I would like your business card, actually.
You talk to your manager.
Okay, can I speak with somebody? Where are the children at? Are there children here today?
No.
No children.
Yeah.
You ever seen a toddler? You know, like a toddler that's like doing like potty training and they're going through like the potty training process, but they're not quite there yet. And they're like, you know, every now and then they'll have like an accident in their pants where they shit their diaper. And most of them will like go hide in a corner. And when you find them with that shitty diaper on, they have this fucking face like they just got caught with a shitty diaper. That's what this bitch looks like. She looks like she just got caught with a shitty diaper on because she knows she's fucked. All right? Will anything really happen to her? I don't know, but it's still funny to watch her get caught with a shitty diaper on.
Why are there no children?
Yeah, two of Mexico.
The kids are
Would
coming
my
at
son
2
little Joey
o'clock.
have friends to play with here?
No.
No. No friends for little Joey.
Yes. Sorry.
Dang it. Well, have a great rest of your day.
Thank you.
So, little Joey.
I wouldn't have no friends there, man. Little Joey, little white boy. Bring him in there, man. He ain't gonna have no friends there. Can't be doing that shit. Can't be making friends with Whitey.
Joey would not be accepted to that daycare.
Joey's still homeless.
Joey's still looking for daycare.
And because little Joey couldn't get into a daycare, we went to an autism center,
Here we
as
go,
they have been
autism
popping
center.
up everywhere as a rise of autism has occurred here in Minnesota because of the government funds that they are receiving. I tried to check my son Joey into an autism center.
We've been going to.
So if you run an autism center in Minnesota, you get special funding from the government. Well, the Somalians have caught on to that. Okay, and they've decided that they want some of that special government funding. So they want to run fake autism centers. And you're getting ready to see one right now.
A lot of these daycare centers, we're trying to find a spot for our little boy Joey, but we thought maybe we could check him into the autism center because none of the daycare centers are open. Yeah, and how many kids do you guys have at this autism center?
I can't give you a number now.
Like more than 5? Probably, so you don't really know?
Yeah.
What do you guys think about like the fraud?
Bitch, you work at this daycare center, okay? Supposed daycare center. You should know the number of people that are in this so-called daycare center. But you don't, because the daycare center doesn't fucking exist, okay? It just doesn't exist, buddy. And you're caught red-handed, and it's just time. All these videos are the same. These people are not expecting this dude to show up, ask these questions, because they know. They know the government ain't checking none of the shit they're doing. All right, they're just allowed to do whatever the fuck they want. And then when somebody real starts asking them questions, they don't have answers for it.
The fraud that's been labeled on the autism centers here. What do you guys do think about the fraud, or how come the autism centers are popping up?
I can't answer.
What news? Are you a news reporter?
My name's Nick. We're doing a little documentary trying to find little Joey a spot to put himself in one of these centers here, because there's
So why are you asking us about
the fraud.
and stuff like that?
Yeah, because we want to make sure we're going to legit business if we're going to bring our little boy Joey here.
This is not a Joey spot. But that's her number.
This is not a what? What did he say? This is not a Joey spot?
Okay, thank you. So once again, little Joey, he can't even go to daycare, and now they won't even accept him if he has autism.
And again, no kids. Couldn't tell you how many kids they serve. I know the answer. It's 0.
Here at Future Leaders.
Damn, dude. Damn. So they're getting caught with their pants down here. My question is anybody going to be held responsible? Okay? That's the question. Is anybody going to be held responsible for the shit that they're doing? And I don't think so. And I don't mean to be like negative. But I just feel like I haven't seen a whole lot of action out of this administration. And a lot of people will say, man, it's only been 9, 10, 11 months and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, well, you got to give it more time, man. You got to give it more time, dude. It's not looking good. Okay, it's not looking good. Are we doing ICE raids because we want, like, the publicity? And we want to be, like, in the newspaper for, hey, well, we went to Chicago and we deported these people and we were caught on camera doing it. And there's these battles going back and forth. Either you're going full fucking throttle and you're going in and eliminating the illegal immigration problem, or just stay the fuck out and just say, hey, we're not doing anything. Stop half-assing shit. Okay? And it's going to be the same with this. That's why I'm leading into that. All right? It's the same shit. If you're not going in full throttle into Minneapolis, Minnesota to solve this fucking problem, then don't even bring it up anymore. Just act like the problem doesn't exist. Because unless you're going to do something about it, I'm so tired of watching these fucking so-called right-wing politicians, the ones that are on our side, okay, that are fighting for you and America's fucking future, doing absolutely nothing but tweets and strongly worded letters and recommendations to the DOJ. Like, nobody fucking cares. Do something about it. I understand that it's a legal process, but you gotta do something. Okay, you gotta do something. We can't just keep sitting back and letting these people fucking butt fuck our country. You can't do it. You can't do it. We can't keep doing it. And that's exactly what they're doing. No lube. All Diddy. Okay? They're fucking this country over. So, I mean, what the fuck are we going to do about it? It's almost like we're not going to do anything. And it's crazy because it's weird because all the right wing, all the base right wing people, okay, they're either fighting with each other, exposing each other's gay past, or too busy just seeing which one can say the fucking N-word the most. Okay? And it's just like, what the fuck are we really doing? We should be rallying around independent journalists like Nick Shirley. And there's a couple other ones out there that are really good too. But we should be rallying around and doing everything we possibly can to force Trump's hand to fucking do something. Put his feet to the fire and let him know either you're going to do something or you're going to lose 2026. And I'll tell you this, if the Republicans lose the House and the Senate in 2026, Trump will get impeached. Mark my fucking words. It's already coming. Okay, you can see it. And then you're stuck with J.D. Vance. And I think a lot of people will go, well, that's a good pick. I don't know. I don't know. I'm all about done with fucking voting in general. And a lot of people will say, well, man, that's not going to change nothing. Well, I'm tired of voting for people that aren't doing shit for us. It's not doing shit for my family. Okay? They're really fucking not. Where's the tax breaks? Where's the fucking, the lowering inflation? Where's the lowering gas prices? Gas prices are pretty much the fucking same. Lowering gas prices, lowering inflation, stopping the war in Ukraine. No more new wars. Yeah, that's out the fucking window now, too. We're getting ready to probably bomb Iran again. Okay? So, give the American people something. All right? If you're gonna continue to fuck us over financially, at least deport these motherfuckers. Go into Minneapolis, Minnesota, investigate the fraud. The ones that are committing fraud should be arrested, and then we should deport all illegal immigrations in Minnesota, or all illegal immigrants. All right? We got to do something. But I don't know. I wouldn't say I'm black-pilled, but I wouldn't necessarily say I feel positive about the direction this country is heading. Because it just seems like a train wreck, dude. It seems like a mess. Every time I turn around, it's like something else. The right can't get their shit together and stop fighting with each other. All right? Trump's too busy sucking Israel's dick. All right? Too busy fucking getting into new wars with Iran. Not stopping the Ukraine and Russia war. All right? Too busy lying about the fucking Epstein files. The Epstein files it's been the biggest fucking disaster of this administration. The way they have handled it. I don't give a shit. I don't think Trump's in there for any kind of kitty diddler shit. Okay, I just really don't. I really don't. I don't think he's in there for any of that. But I think there are a lot of important people, maybe even Jewish important people, that are involved in the Epstein files that he doesn't want to let out. He doesn't want to let that out. And for you to, this is 2025, okay? This is 2025. This shit's been going on since like 2017, maybe even earlier than that, okay? If you don't have the Epstein files yet, I hate to break it to you. You will never see them motherfuckers. You're never going to see them in their full context, okay? And I understand they got to protect the victims and stuff like that. All right, whatever. But you're never going to see you're never going to see the clients. All right? You're not going to see it. It's not going to fucking happen. I used to think that Trump was like against the system. But I think Trump has become the system until he proves it otherwise. And it's sad, bro. It's sad. And I was having a conversation with my wife the other day. I'm like, dude, I want to like Trump. I thought his first term was pretty good up until COVID. Okay? And then they stole the election from him in 2020. I believe they still did that. They still stole the election. January 6th happened. And January 6th was fucked up, bro. And people need to go to prison for that. And not the fucking right-wing people. I'm talking about people that instigated it, set it up, and then went after 1,500 people and locked them up after January 6th. A lot of those people were locked into solitary confinement, locked in a jail cell, and waited trial for fucking 4 years. Some of them people were still in jail, not prison. They were still awaiting their trial. So there was a lot of fucked up shit that happened during January 6th. Nobody's been held accountable for that. So it just makes me think, like, who's going to hold these people accountable for this fraud in Minnesota? I just don't. I'll say this, if this was a group of white, right-wing people in Minnesota committing fraud and stealing millions, potentially billions of dollars from the state of Minnesota, they would have already cracked down on this shit. These people would be arrested. They would already have this all over the fucking national news. This would be a full-on spectacle for everybody to watch. And the fact that it's just not ever going to get to that point. And I know we're only a couple days in, but it's just the truth. And the thing is we need real change. We need America first, unapologetic politicians. The ones that aren't going to back down, that aren't going to cower, that aren't going to fucking apologize when they say something by mistake or they make a mistake in life. They're not going to come out and issue a fucking 10-page apology, okay? You just say, you know what? Fuck you. I don't care. I'm never apologizing. Ever. Period. It's just not going to happen. And those are the type of people we need, okay? Those are the type of people we need. And what we really have is we have Israeli-controlled fucking puppets supposedly going to bat for us. And people still believe this whole, like, the deep state's going down, man. Trust the plan. It's like, I hate to tell you, bitch, the plan just don't make any fucking sense. Trump's not playing 4D chess. Trump is literally playing with Bibi Netanyahu's nutsack. All right? Hate to tell you. Don't mean to rain on your parade. But that ship has sailed. All right? All right? Till he proves me otherwise. And I think there's still hope. There's still 3 years for him to turn it around and go down in history as the best president to ever, or the best guy to ever be president of the United States. I definitely believe he can do it. He can do it. But he's got to stop giving a fuck. Stop answering to all his donors and do the right thing. Because I definitely believe what that one guy said. What the fuck's his name? Hold on. Let me go back to my bookmarks here. What the fuck did he say? Andy. Andy said he's either going to go down as the best president in the United States history, or he's going to go down as a president that could have done something but did fucking nothing. And that's where we're at right now. I thought Trump getting elected for his second term, he would have this I don't give a fuck kind of attitude. And it's been the exact opposite. I can say there's only one thing I really appreciate that he did for the United States, and that is getting the January 6th prisoners out of jail, pardoning them. That's about the only thing I could say is, hey, that was pretty fucking positive. I think if he didn't do that, his base would fucking flip on him really quick. So I'm wondering, I don't think I have anybody. Yeah, I don't. Okay. So I was checking to see if my Rumble stream was working. Obviously, first day back had some technical issues. All right. Had some technical issues. All right. So we're good. X and Rumble is working. So the biggest problem is the do-nothing Republicans and the rhinos. I'll say this, Kenneth. I think that's all of them, bro. Every time the Republicans get power, they do nothing with it. Nothing. And it's like, I don't know, man. If elections are as important as they say they are, like, man, this is the most important election of our fucking lifetime. You better get out there and vote. Nah, bitch, when we vote you in, you better do something about it. All right? Do something about our country. Instead of just talking about it. And talking about how much you fucking, I love Israel. We got to defend Israel. We got to defend Israel with everything we got. And everything we got to defend Israel. Israel. Like that fucking Lindsey Graham. Like who the fuck are you? You piece of shit. And then Trump's like, oh yeah, Lindsey Graham's got my full endorsement. It's like, what does your endorsement mean at this fucking point? Because there's two candidates right now that don't have your endorsement that I would vote over your endorsements. And that is, what's his name? Casey Putchek from Ohio. He's running for governor of Ohio. And then the other one is, I have to look him up real quick. I think his name's James something. James Fishback. James Fishback. And James Fishback is running for governor of Florida. Okay? If you are not familiar with these two candidates, and if you live in the state of Florida and Ohio, I would definitely recommend that you get familiar with these candidates. James Fishback is a... Let me just go ahead and pull up his profile here. Give me 1 second. We'll pull up James Fishback's profile, and you guys can see for yourself. So James Fishback is running for governor of Florida. So he's running against Byron Donalds. And a lot of people say, well, Byron Donalds, he's pretty good. He's pretty good. Did you know that Byron Donalds called for justice for George Floyd? Did you know Byron Donalds is an Israel First candidate? Yeah. And I'll just pull up he posted a video about it the other day. All right, here we go. There you go. Get a load of this fucking crock of shit. So what it says, no, hold on. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck this is. He's been making fun of Byron Donalds, which is hilarious. That's what we need. We need politicians that are going to make fun of other politicians because they fucking suck so bad. And then we need them to put America first. Hold on. He posted something. About Byron Donalds the other day. Damn. Posted something about Byron Donalds the other day about being a supporter of Black Lives Matter and George Floyd. Hold on. There you go.
Definitely have to do something.
So here's Byron Donalds back in 2020 calling for justice for George Floyd.
I support people protesting. I want to make sure that there's justice for George Floyd. We definitely have to do something about police brutality in America. I support people protesting. I want to make sure that there's justice for George Floyd.
Yikes. But let's shift gears. We'll talk about Casey for a minute. Give me 1 second. Let me look him up. Casey is going to be running in the primaries. Let me make that fucking clear for people who don't understand how government works. Okay? Casey is running against Vivek in the primaries. Okay? He's not trying to split the vote between Vivek and himself so the Democrat wins. Okay, that's a lot of what I've been hearing from people. People are retarded. Okay, so he is the candidate. He's a Republican from Ohio, Buckeye nationalist, car guy. He does have a YouTube channel where he does build cars, which I like. This guy seems pretty good. Like I said, policy-wise, I want to see a little bit more before I fully endorse this guy. But apparently he's been going around making his rounds. He was on, I think like a year ago, he was on Tucker Carlson's show, and I thought was pretty good. I watched some of it. I watched some of that interview. I'm not a huge Tucker Carlson fan right now. I think he's got some issues. But let's see what he says here. I watched a few of his videos when he announced that he was running for governor. But this is the guy that's going to be challenging Vivek in the primaries. And I do believe April. Okay, so let's listen to what he's got to say.
You know, all my family going back, whether they're serving in the military, various branches, or being entrepreneurs or doctors, having their own business, we all have to take responsibility for ourselves. So we work hard. We think with our minds, we feel with our hearts, and we work with our hands. But we've got bureaucrats and billionaires taking everything over. It doesn't sit well with me. What I'm doing right now, the risk is extreme. It's not hyperbolic to say I am in fact risking my life right now. I refuse to go through life and not fight for other people to have a future. And yeah, that obviously includes my daughter. But you know what? That includes everybody else, whether I know you or not. Guys, our state matters too much for us to let it be run by Vivek Ramaswamy or Amy Acton. Game on.
All right, I'm going to give my personal opinion on the guy just from his commentary and stuff. Obviously, he's got a good following on his YouTube channel from his car videos, stuff like that. But as a public speaking politician, he needs a little bit of work, okay? And that's just my honest opinion. And that's just the sad state of the United States, okay? Just to be totally honest with you. For you to win, you have to have, a bunch of fucking money, which he really does not. He doesn't have a bunch of money. He needs to have, or you need to be like a fast-talking guy, which he's not really fast-talking. But he is challenging Vivek in Ohio, and he's got my fucking vote. I will make sure I get out to vote for primaries. I do want to do a little bit more research on what kind of policies he's going to enact, but he's a gun guy, he's a car guy. He loves Ohio, he's born and raised in Ohio. He doesn't want this to become like a tech state like Vivek does. They want to build these data centers all over the state of Ohio. And he actually has a video on his YouTube channel, which I'm going to pull up. I'll pull up YouTube real quick. And I'll pull up his, hold on. I'll pull up his YouTube channel. He does have a YouTube video about the data centers they want to put in Ohio and what it's going to do to our economy and how it's going to drain our economy, raise our electricity prices. Yeah, it's crazy, man. You need to go, if you live in Ohio, go watch that video. It's definitely worth the watch. Let me see if I can find it. Civil War, tax evasion, dark side of porn. He's definitely, I really do like what he has said. Let me see if I can find that video. Let me just type in data centers instead of trying to look on his page. Yeah, spying on data centers. I thought this was pretty interesting. He takes a helicopter up in the sky and shows you the data centers that they're building in Ohio. They have one up and running right now, and he explains what that does to our economy, our farmland. It's going to raise our electricity prices. It doesn't really help our economy because they're built for like AI services. So it's not like you're bringing in a bunch of like tech jobs to service them. The way he presented it is they kind of run by themselves. So it's like a big fucking server right in the middle of a bunch of land. And yeah, I thought it was interesting. We'll pull it up and watch a little bit of it. We won't watch the whole thing, but I'll drop.
So I took a chopper.
I'll drop a link to the video in my description when I'm done. I'll go back and edit the video, and you guys can go watch this. I think this is an interesting video. So this is Casey talking about he took a helicopter to go spy on these data centers.
Do you guys remember that episode of Magnum PI where he asked TC to take the chopper up because there was this weird, evil billionaire nerd with a giant underground bunker in Hawaii?
You do have a bunker there. Is there something you know that we don't?
No, I think that's just like a little shelter under.
That was going to turn entire states into computing centers to program the people.
Hey, Kelly, so this is Zuckerberg's most aggressive play yet in the race to build superintelligence, that is AI systems that can outperform humans.
While getting the people to have to pay for the thing that would actually enslave them. So Magnum decided to just fly over top of the whole thing so the world could see it and thwart the billionaire's evil plans. Yeah, I don't remember that either because that wasn't an AB's TV show. That was me last week. So I took a chopper over a data center in Ohio because they are being set up to completely destroy all of our lives while making us pay for the thing that's going to enslave us, because I've just realized I have turned into an 80s TV show protagonist. But I'm actually not screwing around. I took a chopper, and I hope this pisses off a lot of federal level politicians and billionaires, because fuck! So what's going on in Ohio and many other states across the United States is both diabolical and not being seen by anyone. The moment that I first became aware of anything, but completely disregarded it because it seemed absurd, was when Vivek Ramaswamy, who is a failed presidential candidate and basically a manufactured Trojan horse by George Soros money from his college days, this guy said that he thinks Ohio and the Ohio River Valley could be the next Silicon Valley, because he is in fact running for governor, possibly because he got booted out of Doge.
Silicon Valley, right, has been at the bleeding edge of the American economy for the last 20 years, just by market capitalization, by innovation. I think the Ohio River Valley can be the
You want to bring Silicon Valley to Ohio.
Even one step more than that, to go to the next level where Silicon Valley isn't.
And I laughed at that. I thought that was absurd because...
It is absurd, Casey. I will agree with you on that. To think he got kicked out of Doge, and as a constellation prize, Trump gives him Ohio. So he comes to Ohio, he's running for governor. Nobody wants him here, period. If you would have asked me a year and a half ago if I thought Vivek could become governor of Ohio, I would have said yes. He is the next governor of Ohio. But over the last year and a half, he has... I will say this. I will say around election time last year when he was campaigning for Trump, I would have said he has the potential to be the next governor of Ohio. Okay? He has the potential. Well, in December, he come out in support of H-1B visas with Elon Musk, saying that we don't need less, we need more. And we need more Indian foreign tech workers over here taking in American people's jobs. All right? So he come out last December and said that shit. Everybody roasted him and Elon about it. So he went quiet for a little while, and he's like, Vivek is like campaigning against hardworking American people. Okay? He basically called, and you have to go find the tweets. They were in December of 2024. He basically called Americans fucking retards. All right, so we watch too much TV. We're more worried about TV shows and football games, and not more focused on math and science fairs and all kinds of stupid shit. Okay, and yeah, it was just crazy, man. It was crazy. He basically shit all over Americans. And then he turned around and did it again at Turning Point at AmFest. So he did it at AmFest. just about a month ago, and really kind of, and I'm going to talk about it here in the next couple of days, Vivek's downfall. So that's going to be probably Friday's episode. We're going to talk about Vivek.
The Ohio River Valley is basically like farmland and the boondocks. There's nothing about it that would work for infrastructure. There's not big cities around there, except for like Cincinnati. So it doesn't make sense.
Nope.
Until a data center was being built close to my house in the countryside. I didn't even know what it was. It was a bizarre amount of acreage, like 240 acres. I'm thinking, is this a massive housing development? What's going on? Until somebody told me what it was, a meta data center. And then I started looking into it, and I realized that Ohio, because of Lake Erie being the entire northern border, essentially, of Ohio, as well as the Ohio River Valley, that's the coolant and the cooling systems for these massive data centers and the energy production. I didn't realize it. We're all being set up. Our entire state, our land, our waterways, our environment is about to be leveraged and basically destroyed only for the sake of data centers and AI.
Yes, sir.
The internet keeps growing, but our productivity doesn't. We're not building anything new. These aren't factories. These aren't places of learning that are free. These are nothing that in any way makes America or our society better. So I wanted to fly over this. I'm going to show you the footage. So last week, Thursday morning, decided to take a chopper up and away. Now, the data center is basically halfway between Perrysburg, Ohio, which is a suburb of the greater Toledo, Ohio area in northwestern Ohio, and also Bowling Green, Ohio, which there's another university there. And it's in an area of farmland that no one would ever see and no one would ever care about. Unless there's a loudmouth YouTuber that doesn't like bullies and piece of shit lying politicians and evil manipulative nerd billionaires fucking all of our lives. In flying over it, we have I-75. Now, I-75 runs all the way from Detroit to Florida. And close by, we also have 80/90, which runs east and west. If I'm not mistaken, basically New York to LA. So the crossroads of America. The Great Lakes are, if I'm not mistaken, the biggest freshwater reserves in the world. So we have that. We have the ability for air. We have the ability for rail. Now, this is going in close to I-75 off of an exit, but you wouldn't see it from the highway. And when you go up in the helicopter, it's very obvious where their placement was to do that. It's close enough to all the infrastructure, but farther enough removed. The only people that would notice are the people driving by that probably wouldn't care, or the farmers, or the people in the small rural houses in which, and this is not hyperbolic, this will destroy their lives and property value. But I'm going to come back to that. So you can very clearly see the exit off of I-75 and the fact that it's midway between the greater Toledo area and Bowling Green, Ohio. The other thing you'll notice is the absolutely beautiful, breathtaking, and vastly important for humanity farmland that it's taking advantage of. But this one's hidden away.
It kind of makes you wonder why Bill Gates was buying up all the farmland. All right? I believe it's, and I think he does say it eventually in the video, but I think it's to build these data centers for this new wave of AI technology, which Trump has given the green light. All right? I think it might have got changed in the big, beautiful bill or whatever. But at first, when the bill was introduced, he was talking about giving AI like complete control with no like repercussions for 10 years. Like legally, they could do whatever they wanted for 10 years. So, I don't know, man. If you're interested in this video, go watch the rest of this video. We might watch the rest of it when I start roasting Vivek Friday night. But this video is super interesting. I think Casey is a good choice just based off some of the content I've looked at. Like I said, I want to see what his policies are like. I'm going to go to his website, do a little bit of research before Friday. Like I said, I've been super busy here lately, haven't really, with Christmas and all that stuff, and he just kind of come out of nowhere. I want to make sure I do a little bit more research on him. But as a person from Ohio, living in Ohio, been here my whole life, there's no possible way I can vote for the Democrat choice, which is Amy Acton, or vote for Vivek Ramaswamy. Okay, if those are the two choices in November, I'm just not fucking voting. Period. And I don't care who wins. Because both of them are going to turn this state into a fucking shithole. Alright, the only real candidate that I see right now is Casey Pushk. I gotta find out how to say his last name. What the fuck? But honestly, I just think that he's the only choice right now. And he's got to get through the primary. He's got to beat Vivek in the primary. And if the GOP was smart, they would remove their push for Vivek. Trump would remove his endorsement and put it behind Casey. If he was smart, he would do that. He'd slide all his chips to the table and say, we got to get Casey over the finish line. But he won't, because Casey, I believe, is a real America First candidate. Loves the state of Ohio, and we just want more. I mean, there was a candidate last year or 2 years ago, and I think his name was Joe Blystone. I might be fucking that up, but he was running for governor. He was running against Mike DeWine, and nobody backed him, and Mike DeWine. Like, Trump fully endorsed Mike DeWine. And Mike DeWine's a fucking piece of shit. Alright? If it wasn't for our House and Senate being, controlled by Republicans, if it wasn't for our Ohio state government being controlled by Republicans, Mike DeWine would have destroyed this state long ago. Period. He would have fucked this state up. But anyway, that's pretty much all I got today. I wanted to review some of the Somali fraud, and then I just got kind of talking about Casey Pushk for man, I really got to figure out what his name. Let's put it into the Google fucking Translate. All right, let's see how you pronounce his fucking name. Hold on, let me take it off here. Pushk. Pronounce this name. Let's see. How to say. Okay, hold on. Putsch. Casey Putsch. If that's wrong, blame Google, bitch. But anyway, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all I got. Vote. My plan right now is to vote for him in the primaries against Vivek. And then if Vivek's your guy in Ohio for governor, I'm not fucking voting. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and jump off here. I appreciate you guys coming through, hanging out today. I do plan to go live one more time tonight. I am going to do a music live stream. We're going to do some reactions. We're going to listen to some music. We're going to have a little bit of fun, man. But I wanted to get this political content out because I really enjoy this doing this political content. I felt like this story needed to get out today. So I appreciate you guys stopping through. Come back through later tonight. We'll have some fun, bullshit. I'll interact with the chat, pull up questions, comments, all that shit. But anyway, I appreciate you guys coming through. God bless you. God bless your family. And God bless the United States of America. I'm out.
My people of this country and we're under attack. They banning us, they cancel us for speaking the facts. If you man enough, come stand with us, take USA back. And every time we pull up, all you're gonna see is American flag.